So what does it really mean to be a founder in 2025? If you think the answer is just knowing all the latest AI tools, well, you're already falling behind. The game has changed big time. And today, we're going to break down the brand new mindset and the new role that you're going to need to win.
All right, let's just cut straight to the single most important idea we're going to talk about. Forget all the hype you've heard about AI making business totally effortless. The real story, the one that actually matters, is that AI hasn't made things easier. It's made clarity absolutely mandatory. Now more than ever, your vision and your judgment are your most valuable assets. Period.
So, how did we even get here? Well, it all started with this massive fundamental flip in how business works. For pretty much the last century, the biggest bottleneck, the thing that slowed everyone down, was just getting stuff done. And now, that bottleneck is vanishing, fast.
Think about it, right? In the old days, the hardest part was just doing the work. Building the website, writing the code, running the ads. Founders won by out-hustling everybody else. Execution was the rare, valuable thing. But now, with AI, execution is becoming a commodity. It's abundant. The new scarcity, the thing that'll make you win, is judgment. It's having that clarity of vision, the taste to know what's actually good, and the direction to steer these incredibly powerful tools.
And hey, this isn't just some abstract theory. Amjad Masad, the founder of Replat, he just nails it with this quote. The power has completely shifted. A tiny team, or heck, even a single founder with a sharp, clear idea can now build things that used to take a massive company and millions of dollars. The real leverage, it's in your head.
Okay, so if your job isn't to do all the work anymore, then what is it? What are you supposed to be doing all day? Well, this brings us to a whole new model for what a founder is. The AI orchestrator.
So what is an AI orchestrator? Think of it as your new job description. It's got three main parts. First, you define the intent, the deep why behind what you're doing. Second, you direct the different AI tools, almost like they're your team of super specialists. And third, and this is key, you curate the output. You have to be ruthless about rejecting anything that doesn't meet your standard for quality. You're the strategist, the director, not the person on the assembly line.
Here's the perfect way to picture it. You are the conductor of an orchestra. You don't need to know how to play the violin or the cello. You don't have to be an expert in every single AI tool. Your job is to know the music. You hold the vision for that final incredible performance, and you guide all the individual players to bring that vision to life.
Now, if the conductor metaphor feels a little too fancy, Replat's founder, Amjad Masad, has a much more down-to-earth way of putting it. Think of it like this. You're managing an intern who is unbelievably powerful and can do amazing things, but can also get confused or distracted by vague instructions. Your ability to be precise, to be crystal clear, and to give specific feedback, that is everything. Prompting isn't just typing, it's a management skill.
This all leads to a really crucial question. If AI is going to be handling more and more of the how, then what's actually left for us to do? What makes a human founder not just relevant but more valuable than ever?
Let's really pause on that for a second. If the ability to build, to write, to create is becoming cheap and easy for everyone, what is the core, irreplaceable job that we are supposed to be doing?
It really boils down to these four things, these uniquely human responsibilities. First is taste, that gut feeling of knowing what is truly great versus just good enough. Second, context, understanding all the subtle human nuances that an AI is just going to miss. Third, strategy. This one's huge. It's having the wisdom to decide what not to build. And finally, obsession, that deep, almost irrational level of care that pushes you to tweak, to refine, to perfect, long after anyone else would have quit.
And that obsession, that is your ultimate competitive advantage. Arvind Srinivas, the founder of Perplexity, says it all right here. Competitors will show up, markets will change, but your obsession with a problem, that's the one thing nobody can copy. It's the engine that powers everything.
Okay, so we've defined the new role, we've talked about the essential human skills. Now let's get really practical. How does an AI orchestrator actually work, day in and day out? What's the playbook look like?
It all comes down to this simple, incredibly powerful loop. Step 1, that's you. You define the mission. You set the quality bar super high. Step 2, you hand it off to the AI. The AI handles the execution, generates the code, the copy, whatever you need. But step 3 is the most important part. It comes right back to you. You are the gatekeeper of quality. You review it, you find the weaknesses, and you guide the process of making it better. And here's a fantastic real-world example of this workflow. Mike Krieger, the co-founder of Instagram, he does this all the time. Before he shows any important document to another human, he uses an AI as his thought partner. He literally asks it to challenge his ideas, to poke holes in his logic. He's not replacing his own thinking, he's using AI to make his thinking sharper. That is the refinement loop in action.
So why is this little loop so critical? Because of the absolutely insane power of compounding. If you get just 1% better every single day, at the end of the year, you're not 365% better. No, you are over 3,700% better. That's the math that lets a single founder with an AI and an obsession for quality build an absolute empire.
Okay, so you've done it. You've followed the playbook, you've built something amazing. But now, how do people find it? That's the next big challenge, because AI is completely rewriting the rules of how we discover things. Now, this is going to sound a little strange, but it's the new reality. More and more, your first customer isn't a person. It's the AI assistant that person is using to get recommendations. You're not just marketing to people anymore. You're marketing to the machines that serve them.
So what does this mean? It means the old SEO playbook is evolving. Chasing after a bunch of keywords for a short-term traffic boost, that's becoming less and less effective. The new game is all about building genuine trust signals that an algorithm can actually recognize and reward over the long term.
So how do you build trust with a machine? Well, it's not about tricks or hacks. It's about being genuinely authentic and useful. You need to develop a consistent, clear point of view. Create content that actually helps people solve real problems. Earn mentions from credible sources. Have a voice that's truly yours. Because at the end of the day, AI is being designed to find what's coherent and valuable over time, not just what's loud for a moment. As we start to wrap up, this perspective from LinkedIn's co-founder Reid Hoffman is really the perfect way to think about all of this. The question isn't, what is AI going to replace? The real question is, how can we use these tools to amplify our own, unique human creativity? This isn't a story about replacement, it's a story about leverage.
And so I want to leave you with this final thought. In an age of abundance, where you can build almost anything you can imagine, the most valuable skill isn't execution anymore. It's restraint. It's judgment. It's having the clarity to say no to 1,000 good ideas so you can focus on the one idea that truly matters. So the question for you is, what will you choose not to build?